Uh, Stephen Colbert has what he calls the Colbert Questionnaire, which is actually a rather mediocre prank list based on the Proust questionnaire with a lot of silliness in it, unhelpful questions. But one of them, the first one is, what is the best sandwich? And that is actually an interesting question. Nicolas Cage answers the muffaletta. And so I checked the muffaletta on YouTube, and there's a neighborhood Italian grocery in New Orleans that takes a very large, round, soft bread, slices it in half like a hamburger bun, and then drizzles oil and a variety of cold cuts onto it, and then an olive and what looks like a red pepper relish onto it. And then slavish people claim that this is a wonderful thing. First of all, this is a sandwich that can be made anywhere. So anybody can copy it easily enough at home or in a deli. And it does not strike me as a remarkable sandwich. But still, the question remains, what is the best sandwich? And of course, the question should not be what is the best sandwich, because a sandwich is a different thing depending on the need, isn't it? For example, some people say that the peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the best sandwich. That is true when you come home drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning and you have it with a large glass of milk. Or you've been on a 30-mile walk and you stumble into the door, and before you even have your shower, you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you can feel all the sugar and the salt and the nutrients leaching into your bloodstream as you eat it, dissolving into your mouth, being immediately digested. So that's another thing. But that's not necessarily the question. For example, one might say the BLT is the best sandwich. And the argument for the BLT is that the BLT is a thing. It's several ingredients, but there is an extraordinary marriage that takes place. The acidic, wet, bright tomato blends with the sweet, fatty wonderfulness of the crunchy bacon, and those two are bonded by the mayonnaise. Then there's the crunch of the lettuce and the crunch of the toast, and the flavor of the toast somehow blends with the other ingredients, and it is one thing. So in that sense, you can say the sandwich, the BLT sandwich, is an extraordinary thing. Another candidate is simply a good hot pastrami sandwich on rye with mustard and sourdough pickles served at a proper Jewish deli. It simply can't be beaten, and it is not an easy thing. Unlike the muffaletta, which is just putting some ingredients together, the pastrami must be prepared well, it must be kept well, it must be served well. So the pastrami sandwich is actually a truly royal experience. And then there's the question of just what is a person's personal favorite. For example, my personal favorite is a properly made tuna fish salad with minced celery in it, a sandwich with iceberg lettuce, no tomato, on whole wheat or rye toast. Again, with pickles on the side. Why is that my favorite sandwich? It doesn't matter, it just is. Probably something to do with my youth and memories and the connections that happen with food at certain moments in your life. So really, it's just, what is your favorite sandwich? Or maybe the question should be, what is your favorite sandwich when the sandwich is going to be lunch? And what is your favorite sandwich when it's going to be, when you're out and it's late at night? And what is your favorite sandwich when you come home drunk? Okay, those are three entirely different questions. So the answer to the question is, what is the best sandwich? Impossible to say. It would be like saying, who is the best actor? It all depends on the role, doesn't it?